going on, nation, and welcome back to the next episode here of the Broncos country franchise here in Mission Recondition on Madden 26, as we're at episode number 9. And of course, this is a huge game for us. It's a prime time game indeed here in KC, as the Broncos coming into town here for the one of the two final games here in today's episode, as we'll take on the Chiefs here. Currently, Chiefs 8-7. Currently in third place in the AFC West division, and last time we faced the Chiefs was back in episode, or actually it was just a few episodes ago, back in week number 11. So it's probably about 2 episodes ago, I'm thinking. But that was at Mile High. We were able to defeat them 44-16. Bo Nix was 26 of 35. And of course, he completed 80% of his passes in that game. He had an excellent game there. 267 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, of course, 1 interception. Patrick Mahomes, on the other hand, 30 for 39, 277 touchdown, and we picked him off twice in that game, as he was only able to complete 76% of his passes in that game. And of course, he had very few weapons there, as the Chiefs have been suffering quite a few injuries, especially from one of their main receivers, that being Travis Kelce. So this will be also be a tough game for them, as well as they still got some quite a few players out for them right now, and they'll get a couple of those players here coming up probably in time if they can hold on to if they can get a win here today, and of course the next week, in the final week, they could get their way, kind of wedge their way into the playoffs in some aspects there. So like I said, we had a good game against them. I actually played half of that game, the first half of that game, and of course we watched the second half there. We're going to try to do the same thing here today. Of course, there's a lot on the line here. Now, of course, obviously this series is supposed to be it's supposed to be a sim franchise or anything, but I'm personally do not like Kansas City Chiefs whatsoever. And honestly, when I have to face against them, I have to play them, and I have to do some good damage against them. So we are going to be doing the same thing again here. We're going to try to play the first half of the game. We'll only jump in really if it gets pretty close. The game's pretty close here, because like I said, I want to get this victory over them. We did a good job last time around. Of course, anytime you meet one of your divisional rivals the second time around, obviously it's going to be tougher than it was the first time around. Regardless, it's always tough when you're playing against your divisional rivals, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we're gonna see what we can do against the Chiefs here in this one here. Like I said, it's a big game. These next 2 games, of course, we also have a game against the San Diego Chargers, which that'll be a home game, hosting the Chargers later on in today's episode. So this will be a pretty lengthy episode. It's close to a little over an hour and a half. As we'll see some action here. But there you see right now, we're the number 1 seed right now in the AFC. Baltimore number 2. But if we do not win these, we have to really run the table here. We got to win these next 2 games if we want to stay the number 1 seed. And of course, get the bye week, meaning we get to play in the divisional round, be our first week in the playoffs. If not, well, then it becomes a little more trickier. I think if we lose the next 2, we're barely hanging on to a spot in the playoffs, because we have that tie there against the Raiders. So we gotta hope and pray that the Raiders lose out. They gotta lose these next 2 games here before the playoffs, for us to really solidify that number 1 spot in the AFC. So a lot of different things gonna have to happen here for us to get that number 1 position here in the AFC, and especially here in the West, because we can definitely, if we go 1-1, I don't think we'll get the AFC title, but if we go in 2, then we're looking outside in, and definitely will not be getting a shot at it. And of course, if we win both games, then obviously we'll be the AFC West champions, and of course we will have the best record in AFC, and we'll be the number 1 seed in the AFC. And see your coach Shilo talking to this team about the strategies here against the Chiefs this week. As we see here, Zach Allen, he's going to accept the challenge here as he's going to try to do his best. Of course, this is really going to come down to the idea of the trench war of this game here between the Chiefs and the Broncos. So Zach Allen's going to take it amongst himself here, along with the rest of the defensive line, to really make a good game here and really try to win it in the trenches here. And obviously try to go after Patrick Mahomes, as he is going to be their guy that is going to be throwing the ball around here. So there you see Patrick Mahomes, 99 overall. Of course, we all know the story about him, former Texas Tech guy, and of course the QB, franchise QB there. And of course he's a MVP, multi Super Bowl winner, same thing as a Super Bowl MVP. So yeah, we already know. So of course, he's got a few weapons out there. Isaiah Pacheco going to be in the backfield there. Last time we played against the Chiefs, and we did pretty well against Pacheco. We did not really let him run rapid and run crazy on us, which is always a good thing. Our team's been doing a really good job. That's one of the things I love that I really try to focus on, is to make sure we force that QB, regardless if they're a great QB, one of the greatest, like a Tom Brady-esque or Brett Favre or whatever you want to, whoever you have ideas that best quarterback. I want to put the pressure on them and get them to throw the ball and test their arm and see what they can do. When we, just try to exploit anything we can out of them. And of course, stopping the running game is always important, at least in my idea, my vision of being offensive wise. Travis Kelce, of course, 94 overall. There you see his numbers there. And of course, he is going to be out again, still out for the next 2 to 4 weeks because of injury. So not having him, especially in the red zone there, has been really helpful, as the Chiefs have really not had a really awesome year. They've been struggling more so than anything. Travis Kelce out, but of course he still has Mahomes still has other weapons out there. He has Gray, the backup tight end, as well as Rashee Rice and a couple other Hollywood Brown, all those good receivers there they have that they've loaded up over the last couple of years. Juju Schuster, all them. And of course, defensively here we're going to worry about Chris Jones, Mississippi State, former Mississippi State player. This will be his 10th year in the league, and of course Chris Jones, one of the really dominant defensive tackles out there that in the last couple of years now. He's really been a name for himself and really put that Chiefs defense on the map here. And of course, you got some other role players as well as Trent McDuffie, corner, who's going to be locking horns there with probably against Mims, as well as a couple of other receivers there. So he's going to be lurking around, trying to pick balls off and trying to make our life difficult there with Knicks. And of course, the last couple of weeks, last couple episodes actually, we've been doing pretty well, avoiding throwing picks and all that kind of stuff there. Knicks is getting better and better as the season's been going on here, and hopefully that will continue as we get to the second half of the season, as we get to approach the postseason. Hopefully that'll be the case here. Hopefully we'll get into the postseason and be able to do something there for our team. So we'll also try to get the running game going. Obviously, the DK Dobson's been doing an excellent job there for us. He had a really good game against the Chiefs last time around. He had over 150 yards in that game. He also had 3 rushing touchdowns. So we're really putting a lot of our chips into his direction and try to see if we can run the ball even more so here this week, as Coach Shilo believes that the running game is the most important thing here in the game. And of course that will help open the playbook over a little bit more when it comes to the short and medium passing game, even the deep passing game from time to time, if we make some decent shots down the field here. So a lot going on here, and of course there you see some of the rest of those injuries there. Some of those guys are not going to come back here, as they're pretty much done for the season, especially like Travis Kelce. And of course the Chiefs still have a chance here. They get a good win here, as well as the final week of the season, they could get themselves, kind of wedged in there. Of course, the other things would have to happen. A couple other teams would have to lose and whatnot to get them in. And of course, so we could see them, somewhere down the line, see them for a third time for the season, playing here. And of course, obviously, they would have to go to Denver if the two of us happen to meet in the playoffs here. Of course, we'll see how things play out here in this one as we see the Chiefs have the ball here first. We bring down Mahomes there. Nice job there from Franklin Myers as he gets his first sack of the day here. Dropping him back to the 18-yard line. It'll be a third and 13 here for the Chiefs as they're wearing all red. And of course, we're wearing all yellow, not yellow, orange, as this is our rush colors here, as it is a primetime game here. I believe this is a Thursday night game, if I'm not mistaken. So we are wearing the rush colors there. So, we're really into this one here. I decided to change it up here. I do want to have them wear the same type of uniforms there. Something, some of the, obviously the rush colors, one of my favorite uniforms they've, the teams have brought out here the last couple of seasons. So 2nd and 7 coming up here, ball 35, a quick little RPO pass, and that is going to be stopped there quickly at the 34-yard line as the Broncos make an excellent stop. And now we'll see what the Chiefs can do here on 3rd and 7. So Mahomes got to try to move the football here past the 40. Mahomes here looks around, fires there. This ball's in thrown, and it's going to be short there, just a yard. As it'll be a 4th and 1, and the Chiefs will, of course, be forced to punt. As we'll see, Nick's, of course, you see his numbers there. I mean, so far, a decent season here. Definitely, like I said, when we started this series out, it was a rough go. But ever since we changed the playbook here, we've been kind of tinkering with it from time to time. He's gotten better and looking like a very well-run, finer, well-oiled machine out there as a quarterback here. Not taking those big passes, taking those big risks as we've been seeing him. Of course, he does occasionally run sometimes there, which really makes me nervous. But for the most part here, he's been doing a better job, with the playbook here as of late. Of course, Dobson here, you see, makes a nice run as he has been galloping down the field here. And they get a nice first down there at the own 47-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Broncos, as they're in the I formation, so it looks like it could be another run here. It's going to be play action, ball thrown there. That's going to be caught. And a nice catch there from our backup halfback, Harvey, as he gets that one to the 44. As Nick's took a good hit there, but is able to get the football off. As we see now, pass here being completed, caught there. That's going to get Ingram down to the 25-yard line of the Chiefs. That's going to be another 1st and 10 there for the Broncos. As the Broncos right now so far are doing a good job on this drive here, eating up quite a bit of time, and of course taking their shots down the field here, making some good plays both on the ground and the passing game. As Troutman there looks like he is taking a knee, and hopefully that is not serious, as he is going to go off to the sideline there and get checked out. But now we'll get to the ball on the 19-yard line of the Chiefs. As you see, play action and handoff there, and that is going to be a run there that will get no gain, if anything, probably a loss there for a yard. But 3rd and 6 coming up here, and they're on the Chiefs 20. As we'll see a man in motion, that'll be, of course, our halfback. As we'll see ball thrown, that's going to be caught, and that is going to be a 1st down there. Nice job, as we were able to get the catch there at the 14-yard line for the 1st down. So great reception there for our receiver. As we'll see here, another run here, but the flag is going to be called, and it's going to be called on the Broncos, as it's going to be a holding call. How convenient there. And that's going to push us back 10 yards, put us at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 20. And like I said, that was a very convenient call there for the Chiefs to get from the referees there. As we'll see now, Dobson here gets stopped in the backfield there. Loss of 2. Makes it a 2nd and 22. Ball now at the 26-yard line of the Chiefs. As Nick's here, try to battle his way back here, which actually has some pretty good positive yardage. Quick pass thrown, and that is going to be completed. It's going to be at the 15. And it's going to be a 3rd and 11 coming up. Trying to see if we can get this one in the, we got to get this one inside the 5 to get first down. So we'll see here if we can get a nice 10-yard gain on this pass. Pass going to be completed nicely and great catch there as we're able to get that one there for the first. And, of course, that is going to move the chains to the 3-yard line. Nice catch for our receiver. As Nix did a great job there. Able to move around the pocket a little bit there and, of course, find the receiver. Handoff up the middle there, and that's going to be Dobson in the end zone. Touchdown, Bronco country. As the Broncos get on the board here first as Dobson finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown. The Broncos now get the first points of the day. As, like I said, Dobson having a great year there behind the backfield. Has an excellent run. And, of course, that's going to help us even more so now, more than ever, really, as he's been just on point here when it comes to the running game. And we're hoping that it will continue on here this season. And we'll see a play there. It's going to be now a 2nd and 12. As McMillan gets there to the backfield there. Ball at the 25-yard line of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are still have not yet scored here. They came up empty on their opening drive. And so we'll see a quick pass, and that's going to be completed there. Look at that. That's, of course, classic Patrick Mahomes there on that toss. Getting there at the last minute. And we'll see here as we'll see another pass there, and that is going to be incomplete as they could not complete that pass whatsoever. We'll see what we can do now here as the Chiefs have a 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 39. And we'll see a pass there going to be completed, and it's going to be thrown to Gray as Gray has been just trying to do his best here. Not necessarily trying to live up to the standards of Travis Kelce, but definitely putting a name to his himself and kind of creating his own brand on this team so far here, as he's did a great job here so far. We force him a 3 and out. We'll go now at our own 20-yard line after the punt. 1st and 10, handoff here to Dobson. Dobson going to run this one here as he's trying to stiff arm, and that's a nice run. That's going to get him to about the 30-yard line as we'll get a new set of downs here. As it'll be a nice first down. As we'll see, ball now the 30-yard line. Handoff, and Dobson again finds another good wide gap there to run through, but there is a flag in the backfield of the Broncos, and they say it's another holding call. Is there going to be called for a holding? And that is not what we need right now. We try to get a real momentum going here, but every single time we do and to get a good run, it seems like it's just going to be one of our damn linemen just doing something stupid and not really doing a good job of helping us out as we're trying to move the football here. As we'll see a stop there, nothing much there. As we'll see now a 2nd and 20, ball their own 20-yard line. Got to get this one to the 40 to get the first down and back on track here. As we'll see a run there, and that'll be a carry there for a few yards. So, of course, 3rd and 17 here. What do you call? Well, obviously you're going to have to call a pass play of some sort here. We'll see what type of pass we'll see here. As we'll see a drop back here from Nix, and Nix trying to get the receiver, and he does get to our receiver, but unfortunately it's going to be ball's going to be caught, but it's going to be coming up short, as will be stopped there just shy of Cortland Sutton, just shy of the first down. But they're going to go for on 4th down. They see a catch there from Sutton again. Sutton trying to wrestle his way out of this one there, and he does. As we get to the 47-yard line, it'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. As the Broncos start to get something cooking here for themselves, as they're getting themselves in scoring position. As we'll see a handoff now again to Dobson. Dobson, nice little juke move. trying to stiff arm a man, and he's going to get down to the 38-yard line. Nice carry there for him. That's a big gain and a nice run against this Chiefs defense. And I'm really sure the Chiefs are pretty livid right now as Harvey is back on the field here. He's in the backfield here. We're going to give the ball to him, see what he can do, as he's going to lose a yard there on that carry. Ball now at the 39-yard line. We'll see what Nix can do here on this 2nd and 11. As you see a handoff and try to get around that block. Yes, good job there. Dobson again does a great job. There's great field vision there as he's able to move himself around there. 11 carries, 75 yards. Of course, a rushing touchdown for him. As we're really doing a great job here selling the run and then setting up the chance for the pass here. And this is what we're going to try to do here. I see a quick pass there. Sutton gets it, and he's going to get that one at the 20. And it's going to be a nice gain of 4 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 6 coming up. 9:13 left here in the second quarter. As you see, it's pass there, completed. That's going to be a nice catch, and that's going to get us there as Marvin Mims gets the catch there at the 14. And another set of new downs here for the Broncos, as the Broncos look very solid here in this drive. Let's see if we can finish it off. Play action, and oh boy, Nick's got to do something with this as he just cannot find nobody out of the field, and he's going to have to take off and run. And that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. We'll jump to a 3rd and 12 coming up. Ball on the 16-yard line. Of course, we got ourselves set up for a field goal if we need to. We're going to throw this one up the middle there to Dobson. Dobson trying to stiff arm a man, but he's going to be 2 yards short of the first down as we got 4th and 2. I believe they're going to be marking him at the 6. And then, of course, the Broncos says, you know what? We're gonna risk it for the biscuit here. So it's 4th and 2 coming up. We'll see a handoff as Dobson runs this one there, and Dobson is able to squeak his way through there. And you see there Jones like, well, how in the hell is that called a first down? So he's trying to make an argument there. So now 1st and goal coming up here. Ball at the 3-yard line here for the Broncos. As Nix here changes up the play here. Throws one there up the middle there. A nice job there from Mims, who gets the catch. And that's a solid catch there for him. As we'll see what they'll do now with the ball on the 1-yard line. A 2nd and goal coming up. 6:05 left here in the first half. We'll see a run, and Dobson is going to be just manhandled as there was no gap whatsoever there for him to bust through. So now Harvey's going to come out here, see what he can do here on 3rd down. It's going to be a 3rd and goal here, and the Chiefs did a great job there reading that play as Drew Turquell there makes a stop. Nice job. And now they're going to risk it for the biscuit again here. Broncos have the ball here on the Chiefs' 6-yard line. 4th and goal coming up. Nix here drops back in the pocket. Looks here, fires, throw that one to Sutton. Sutton cannot get there, and they're going to be at the 1-yard line. The Chiefs just placed himself at the 1-yard line after getting a great stop there, as they did an excellent job getting a nice goal hand stop. There you see a nice quick play there. And they try to head off to their fullback there. He's going to get stopped at the 1-yard line as they're trying to avoid themselves getting a safety there. But there you see so far, not doing a good job there to get themselves out of this hole. 2nd and 11 coming up. Ball on the 1 still, and they'll hand off here. And a good hit. Nice play as the linebacker comes in there. Makes a great stop. 3rd and 10 coming up here. Running this one here with Pacheco. And Pacheco, you're not going nowhere. As again, the Broncos making an excellent stop there on 3rd down. So we have 4th and 10 coming up here. We'll see the ball at the 1-yard line. Now, why are we showing the punt here? Well, this is why. The Broncos did a great job there getting the punt block, and that is going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Broncos country. Let's ride. As the Broncos get a great job. Their special teams just bulldog their way across that line here. Look at this play. Boom. And just able to block the punt and then get possession of the ball. Look at that. Just great job as Greenlaw makes the touchdown there. Nice job there for the linebacker as he finds his way there. And that's going to put 6 points on the board, making it now 14-0. As we'll have a nice 2-possession lead here with 3:24 left. So in some ways, Chiefs, you should just give us a touchdown there earlier. You wouldn't be giving up, a touchdown there for us. And great job there for special teams, to say the least there. That was just an excellent job there for them, going in there and getting the block, and, of course, getting the block kick and then getting the touchdown. As we'll see a pass there, that's going to be completed there. 3rd and 5 coming up here, ball their own 31. And see Mahomes here, drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here, throws. That is going to be caught, and that's going to be a catch there, but not enough to get the first down, as they'll be stopping short there of the first down marker. Nice stop there on Noah Gray, as we forced him to punt the football. Ball on the 23-yard line. We'll see a handoff, and this is going to go to – oh, no. It's going to be a fumble. And no, we were able to – thank goodness. We were able to recover there. As Dobson got hit pretty hard there. Now, that angle there, I looked at it earlier, and I'm thinking, like, if we have to challenge that, that is going to be our ball, because he did – he was knee first when he came down. But looks like the referees see the same thing as I do. Of course, we still recovered it, but if we didn't recover, I was going to challenge it regardless, because honestly, in some ways, I don't know where we're at really. I wouldn't be able to try to. Never mind, the booth would be able to challenge it, and we would win that one, because Dobson was down. As we'll see now, 2nd and 10 coming up, pass there, going to be complete. Oh, nice job there from Mims, the spin move there, as Jordan Pryor makes the tackle. But we do get the first down, and of course, there you hear if you can hear it, Chiefs fans are booing very loudly here in Arrowhead. 1st and 10, ball to the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. Let's see. Oh, good smack there. Nice job. As Chris Jones comes in there and gets a good hit there on Nix. As we'll see now, ball to 33. Ball's going to be tipped away. Nice job from the defense, as they're able to tip that one away and make a great stop there. That is by Fulton, Kristen Fulton there, the CB, getting hold of the ball and batted it away. Forces us to punt, as there's under a minute left here. Mahomes here goes up and just rifles this one up there. That one's going to be batted away there. Great job there for the defense, and of course Mahomes probably hoping for a flag of some sort there, but no such luck. As we'll see a 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball in the 23. 50 seconds left here. Mahomes here drops back here, heaves this one up here for a prayer, and that ball's going to come down. His prayer is answered, as that's a great catch there. Nice job. As I'm not for sure who that was there. Oh, Kenneth Walker, one of their backups there. Backup halfbacks gets a great catch there for a huge first down. Ball now at the 37-yard line. Chiefs looking to strike here. Pass there is going to be incomplete, and no such luck there on that pass. So now it's going to have to go for it on 3rd down. 3rd and 10 coming up. 35 seconds left here. Mahomes rolls out. He almost gets taken down there, but a quick pass, as that pass is going to be completed. That's going to be 1st down. Chiefs trying to move the ball here. Of course, they have one timeout remaining, and they're going to get smacked there quickly. They're trying to utilize that timeout, or just trying to hold on to that timeout as long as they can. Mahomes gets everybody back on the line here with 20 seconds left here. Ball on the 20. Pass there can be completed, and it's going to be a timeout now here for the Chiefs, as they're going to try to go for it on 3rd and 8. Ball on the 16. Pass there going to be overthrown, as Mahomes had nobody there and had pressure on him, as Patrick Surtain did a great job there on the coverage. As we'll see a 4th and 8 coming up here. Ball the 16-yard line. 11 seconds left. They're going to kick a field goal here to try to put up some type of points on the board, and they're going to put up 3, as the right now Chiefs are down by 2, still by 2 possessions here, as we go into halftime here. 14-3 here at Arrowhead. I'm sure a lot of fans are just like, man, what is going on with these Broncos? Why are they being so good right now? And well, I'm telling you, it's because of the playbook. We've been doctoring that playbook for weeks now, just trying to refine it as best as we possibly can. And that's why we're being very dominant here. Just especially, obviously I'm playing the game, so we're gonna be, not gonna pull any punches here with the Chiefs at all. We know what they're capable of. We know what they are able to do, and we're gonna make sure we stop them. As we take a look at some halftime scores here, you got the Washington Commanders taking on the Cowboys here. And of course, Cowboys have been just really depressing. 4-12 right now. They pick up a win against Daniels there of the Commanders, 28-20 in that matchup there. And of course, there you see your AFC playoff picture right now. How everything looks right now with a couple of teams already right now playing. Of course, a couple of teams in the hunt still. Chiefs being one of those teams there. And of course, get a victory here for us. That would be one of two that they need here to get at least a playoff berth here. So we'll see how things go coming up in the second half of this one. Right now we lead at 14-3 as we go into halftime. Bo Nix 13 of 17, 120 for him, and we'll see how the second half is going to play. So we're going to play the first drive here, at least try to play the first drive here for both on offense and defense before we go back to the sim. But we're going to simming here. But we'll see Dobson makes a nice carry here. Of course, I like to try to go, go up by another touchdown, make a 3-possession lead, and then after that we can just see how the game's going to play without my help. As we'll see the ball on the 40-yard line here, 1st and 10, a handoff to Dobson. Dobson runs on the outside there. Oh, look at that great blocking there. And he is going to be taken down there at the 35-yard line. Now, just imagine if we did not have those hold calls earlier. I mean, he would be just terrorizing this defensive line there, the defense rushing here today against the Chiefs. But okay, anyway, we'll see Ingram here gets a nice catch as he'll get that one to the 31. It'll be a 4-yard catch. We'll see what they can do here on this 2nd and 6. As we'll see a drop back here, and see a pass there at the last second. Nix has to get rid of it, and so we'll see what he can do now here on this drive here on this particular play here on 3rd and 6. 31-yard line is the ball on the Chiefs 31. Pass there to Ingram. Ingram here fighting, and he's gonna do a great job there fighting for that first down, putting himself at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Broncos as Nix here rolls out to the right-hand side, looks here, fires there, throws it, and gets a great catch there. As Troutman here is back in the game here. Of course, he's a little banged up, a little wear and tear on him, but he is back, and he looks like he's looking pretty good right now with that great catch and run. As Harvey here trying to his best to get out of that backfield, but I think he gets back to the line of scrimmage as the Chiefs make a quick stop there on him. So it looks like we're going to have to try to throw it here on 3rd down. 3rd and 6 to be exact. Ball in the Chiefs 19. And we'll see a pass here under the covers there. We'll find Sutton. And Sutton trying to get to the first down marker. But he's going to be stopped there as he has 6 catches and 50 yards right now. And, of course, the Broncos are going to go ahead and try to go for it here for the first down. They want those 6 points here. So we'll see. They don't have to get too much here. They got to get at least 3 yards to get that first down. The ball's on the 14-yard line. As we'll see, Nix here drops back in the pocket, quickly throws there. Nice job there as Mims gets the catch, and he's going to get that one at the 6. That's going to give us a new set of fresh downs as we'll see ourselves at the Chiefs 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up with 7:30 left here. And like I said, we're not playing around at all. We're being just dead serious against these Chiefs on every single down. As we'll see ourselves near just trying to stretch out for that, get in the end zone there, but we'll be stopped at the 1. Hand off to Harvey. Harvey's going to walk his way right into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos country. Let's ride. As the Broncos able to get a nice carry there from R.J. Harvey, who been struggling here quite a bit in the first half of the game, but right now he's looking very solid as he get some excellent blocking there. 11 plays, 75 yards, taking about 502 left in that one. As you see the MVP projections there, and of course Bo Nix in the top 3 there for the NFL season. Who would have thought that? I surely did. I was at one point there. Remember, Coach Shilo's thinking about getting rid of him because he feels like that is not his guy. I think there might have been some change of heart here since they changed the playbook. So we're back here to sim again here, 21-3. As we'll see what we can do here against Mahomes. As we'll see a good job. Oh my goodness, how did Mahomes get out of that tackle there? But he's going to race this one all the way down to the 36. And it's going to be a 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Chiefs as Juju Schuster Looks like he's talking some smack talk there. So, man, we should have had Mahomes wrapped up there, but he somehow weasels his way out of that. Let's see here now. Pass there being thrown, and it's going to be complete as Noah Gray gets the catch, and he's going to be put at the 44. That'll be a 1st and 10 as they do cross the 50-yard line. We'll see here. Handoff now to Pacheco. And oh, come on, defense. Come on. We got to do better than this. We know what the game plan is. We got to stop Pacheco. We really have to force Mahomes to be throwing the football around more than he wants to. So now, ball in the 34. Pass there, going to be completed, and it's going to be quickly stopped. As we're able to get the receiver there. Nice stop of getting there to Kenneth Walker to the 3rd. As we see now, 3rd and 7. Pass there, going to be thrown. Oh, good at this. Kenneth Walker gets the catch, and he's in the end zone. Juju Smith. Schuster. Shouldn't I say Kenneth Walker? Never mind. Looking at the wrong roster. As we'll see a pass there can be incomplete by Juju Schuster Smith. Finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's 7 plays, 71 yards there on that drive. Let's get back into the offense here. As we'll see here, Harvey. Oh, he just could not get around the blocks there. As they're going to be bringing him down there quickly. A loss of 3 on that play. We'll see what we can do here as we'll jump to a 3rd and 13 coming up here. Ball on their own 23-yard line. 3rd down. And we'll see a pass there. It's going to be completed. Nice catch as Mims is showing off the skills here as he's going to put himself there at the 1st down marker. And, of course, get well more than that as he's at the now 42-yard line. So Broncos on their own 42-yard line. 21-10 here in Kansas City. As we'll see, Nix here, hands off. He's going to get this one to Harvey. Harvey's going to run this, and he is going to get pushed down there at midfield for a nice carry there. As he'll get about 7 on that play. As we'll hand off the ball to him again. Again, look at him. He is doing a great job here. Spin off that tackle and get himself at the 45-yard line of the Chiefs. So, again, we're doing a great job here feeding the ball to him, not to mention, Dobson as well, which I think he's back on the field there. Ball on the 45. We'll see a handoff, and we'll see a carry. And that'll be no gain there for us as we'll jump now to a 3rd and 10. Ball the 45. Nix here throws. This one's going to be thrown up, and it's going to be batted away. And we try to get that one to Sutton, but a good defense there from the Chiefs as they make a great play, stopping the chances there for our receiver to get to it. As that was McCaster who makes the stop there. Nice job there from the safety, but they'll be forcing us to punt. As we'll see here, ball the 22-yard line. Mahomes back on the field here. Mahomes going to take off here, looking for the blocking here. And Mahomes does a great job there scrambling for the 1st down. As he'll get to the Broncos' 44-yard line as he's trying to bring back his team here as they're, of course, down here 21-10. As we'll see here, about 1:10 left here in the 3rd quarter. Mahomes here quickly passes there. That's going to be a nice toss as that's going to get to Xavier Worthy, who's been a huge asset for the Chiefs in the receiving game this season. Like I said, with a lot of guys down, Rashee Rice, you got who else? Obviously Travis Kelce, those guys like that. Worthy's been doing a great job there, getting receptions, and of course helping them score here this season. 10 seconds left here, 2nd and 4. We'll see the ball at the 33, and it's going to be intercepted. Nice play here as we run this one back to their 47. And a nice reception. And great catch as Nick Bedito, outside linebacker, reads the quarterback's eyes very well. Brings that back, and that's going to be interception for us as we'll now have possession here with 4 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if we can turn this turnover into some big points now. Ball the 47. You see a drop back here. Pass there. Going to be overthrown and incomplete there as Poyer makes a good job there on the coverage. So now with 1 second left before we get to the fourth and final quarter, Nix here gets another chance to throw. He's going to throw this one up the field here, and that's going to be a nice catch there to little Jordan Humphries there, who makes the catch and gets the just short of the first down. So third down, or now fourth quarter here, 3rd and 5 coming up, and oh, we get hit there good. As that was a great play there from the defense of the Chiefs. As that is just a good hit there. As we'll see, that is Norman Lott who makes the stop. As we'll see now, Mahomes here Pacheco makes a nice run. As the Chiefs here, they know the clock is against them right now. They got to move this football here as quickly as they possibly can. They're on their own 38-yard line. We'll see 1st and 10 coming up here. As Mahomes here drops back here, throws, and Juju Schuster has it. He is going out motoring down the field here as he's finally stopped there as he gets inside the 30. Nice reception and run there from him, and that's going to be a first down here for the Chiefs. It's now the Chiefs are at the Broncos 21-yard line. They're hand off now to Mr. Pacheco as he'll be there at the 15. It'll be a 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Chiefs as they're looking to make another threat to us to the end zone. As we'll see oh, come on, no. Lineman jump there. I think that's going to be a free play as Pacheco gets to the inside the 10. I think they'll mark him around the 6. And that's going to be a penalty on us as that's going to put us, that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, putting the Chiefs now at the 6-yard line of the Broncos. And the penalty is declined there. So, yeah, one of our linemen jumped there. That was not good out. No discipline whatsoever there. You see a 1st and goal coming up, and Noah Gray is stopped right at the 1-yard line. So now 2nd and goal coming up here. We'll see what we can do here. Play action. Ball thrown. It's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. As Xavier Worthy finds his way into the end zone. Like I said, he has been a huge asset for them in the passing game here, especially in the red zone this season. I think he has the most touchdown receptions for them right now. They've been dealing with a lot of injuries, both on the offense, mostly on the offensive side of things, but also on the defensive side as well. So they're going to go for 2 here, and this will put them just down by 3 if they get this 2-point conversion. 21-16, it's going to be now 21-18 as Noah Gray gets the catch, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion there for him. 6 plays, 78 yards, taking a little over 2.5 minutes on that drive. And that is not what Coach Shilo wants to see right now from his ball club here, as it's now 21-18. So a field goal possession here between the two. 1st and 10 coming up here, ball to the 24. Hand off, and oh, look at this. Nice run there from Dobson as he's going to get to the 41. As the Broncos did a great job there moving the football there on the ground. Let's see if they can keep it up here now as we have possession. 8:46 left here in the 4th quarter. Again, have the ball go, hand it off right to the right man here as Dobson finds his way there for another big gain. Crosses over the 50 now at the 46-yard line of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs have been having a tough time trying to deal with him in this running game. So now we'll see another opportunity here. Now we're going to give it to Harvey. And Harvey, oh, he's going to get stopped there as he's going to get snagged there in the backfield there. A loss of a yard there on the play. Open backfield here. Pass there. There's going to be a nice screen. As we'll see a throw there. And, of course, our lineman gets in our way there, our receiver. As little Jordan Humphrey could have had a big gain there for our lineman. We just realized what was going on there. Could have had a big gain there that time. We'll see a pass there. That's going to be, no, it's not going to be completed. I thought it was caught there as Mims had it on his fingertips there, but we'll be forced to punt now here. So now the ball on the 20-yard line of the Chiefs. Chiefs get back possession after the punt as we'll see Worthy here. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Defense, what is going on here? Okay, do I really have to jump back in this ball game here? Because I worked too hard trying to get you guys where we're at this point. At halftime there. But looks like I might have to jump back in here, which, like I said, I would like to do that. I personally do not like the Chiefs whatsoever. So that, I mean, if we have to get back in this ball game to win it, or at least I have to, I will do so. 2nd and 7 coming up here, ball at the 37-yard line. We'll see the drop back here, pass there, going to be complete up the middle there to Juju. And Juju gets another catch there. Patrick Mahomes over 250 yards for the day. 2 touchdowns. Of course, he's been picked off once. I really thought that one time we were really going to turn the heat on him there, but unfortunately we do not. And now Pacheco now gashing us there really good as he gets to the Broncos 25-yard line. Nice run there from him. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up here, ball to 25. We'll see a handoff here, and Pacheco again, another run up the middle, running right at us. And we cannot seem to find a way to stop him. So now 2nd and 10 coming up here, about 4:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Mahomes here drops back here, fires, and that's going to be completed there to Gray as he gets the catch there for a new set of downs. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Chiefs, as the Chiefs fans now starting to get behind their offense now. We'll see a handoff, and this one, oh, come on. Good run there. As they're able to run that one up right up the middle there on a nice play, and that'll be a 1st and 10 on that one. Ball to the 1-yard line as Mahomes here quickly throws, and that's going to be caught by, of course, Noah Gray in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. As Noah Gray gets this one there. 8 plays, 80 yards, taking a little over 3.5 minutes on that drive. With 3:33 left here, I'm going to have to jump back in the ball game here. So I'm going to jump back here in offense here. We'll see if we can try to win this one here. As we'll run this one with Dobson, as he's got over 150 yards for the day. Got to get him going here in this particular drive here, as well as obviously get some passing here. We got to have some good, solid, crisp passing. Of course, the offensive line has to do a better job here. Again, this will be a battle of the trenches here. We got to do a better job here on the offensive line. So a pass there going to be completed. Oh, look at that. Good catch. Great job there holding on to the catch. As that's going to be a 1st down. As we'll see another great catch there from little Jordan Humphrey there on that reception. Or excuse me, that is Sheffield there, not little Jordan Humphrey. As Sheffield here gets another great catch, and that's going to get him down to the 47. As we'll see that ball now being moved there. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 3 coming up. We'll see what we can try to do. Is we'll see a drop back here as Nix finds it. Ingram on that catch. Nice job there finding Ingram. As see Nix here quickly passes, and that one's going to be tipped away there. Intended there for Sheffield as he could not hold on to it. 2nd and 10 coming up here, ball to 24, but under 2 minutes left. Pass there by to Sheffield there. Nice throw there from Nix, and that's going to get him out to the 5-yard line. So now we're going to start putting our big boys here on the line and see how well we can run this football here, and see if we can get Dobson in the backfield. We're going to try to run a little clock as well. And we'll see about 1:20 now left here. And, of course, we're going to really try to put the pressure on the Chiefs by forcing them to use those timeouts here. As we'll see a run, and that is going to be a great job as we get to the 1-yard line. Now, we didn't get into the end zone that time, but, hey, that's fine. We got plenty of timeouts here, and we still got a couple opportunities to do something here. Of course, we can always kick a field goal there as well. Well, actually, no, we couldn't. That would actually put us down by 1. Never mind. We have to get this ball in there. So now, 3rd and goal coming up here. Ball on the 1-yard line. Put our big boys up here. Let's try to run this one here. Dobson finds his way into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown. Broncos country. Let's ride. As we are going to take this lead here. Of course, it's a small margin of a lead. Of course, this has been a better game this time around than it was the last time, as we just completely obliterated the Chiefs there at Mile High. And of course, playing here in Kansas City is always a tough time, regardless whoever's coming in here. 28-25 here. 1st and 10, ball on the 24. Defense here going to find Pacheco, bring him down there as we force the Chiefs to use a timeout. 2 timeouts remaining here for Kansas City. Mahomes, of course, trying to use some of that Mahomes magic. Passes there. And he's going to get the reception there, and he's going to have to call another timeout. 14 seconds left. Ball on their own 39-yard line. They still got ways to go. And, of course, the field goal is not going to help them. Well, actually, no, field goal will tie them here. So they're going to go for it here. Field goal on our 44. This is about a 58, maybe 60. I would say more close 60 yards here. Trying to get the field goal kick here. We'll see it with 8 seconds left here. Kick is up. This one I think is going to be off, and it's not going to be any good. Off to the right there. Thank goodness, as they could not get this one in. They had the distance. I'm not going to lie. They had the distance, but they are going to be coming up short here, and we are going to walk out of here with a great victory here in Kansas City on a primetime game. All we do now need to do is just get that 5 seconds off the clock here, as we're going to secure the ball here and run this one. As we'll hand off to Dobson, as Dobson runs this one there. Gets the first down. Not much they can do after that, as you see Dobson's numbers so far for the season there. 20 rushing touchdowns. And there you see the Kansas City Chiefs will come up short. They made it interesting in this one. They make now themselves 8-8 for the season, and on the bubble right now and getting into the playoffs. As Mahomes here has to think about what he needs to do in the next week, as there's one more week left in the regular season, and last chance really next week for them to they have to get a win, and hope and pray some losses will come their way by way of they need to get a win next week, but also need to worry about getting a few teams to lose for them, so they can get into the playoffs. As we take a look at your numbers here for this game here, like I said, a really exciting game there. I was really, like I said, I was getting very nervous there towards the end. I'm like, oh, no. We cannot be letting these guys come in here and doing that and you know, coming in that close like that in the towards the end here. We worked too hard. Of course, we did have some snafus there towards the end. I wish they would ran the ball a little bit more there, but nonetheless, excuse me. Nonetheless, we do get the victory there, and that's going to be helpful for the most part there for us. 25 carries for 160 yards, 2 rush touchdowns there for our guy. There you see reception-wise, Juju's sister had the most for yardage and receptions amongst both teams. 7 catches for 135 and a touchdown. Worthy had 5 catches, 35 yards, and a touchdown there for the Chiefs. And then, of course, our guys there obviously had a couple catches there. And we got 1 or 2 guys there in the end zone there in today's game. But nonetheless, when it came down to it, you know, this was, you know, I always say that anytime I play against Chiefs, it's always a, you know, with the exception of the last time we played against the very first time we played against here in this series, that was a kind of a blowout because we really took, you know, I pretty much, you know, did damage to them in the first half, and then computer just kind of just went off and finished them off there for me. That doesn't happen too often. But when I do play against them head to head in a full game, it's usually almost like this a lot of times there when it comes down to, a particular possession or a particular play that we have to make defensively to make a stop. But like I said, I have a lot of hatred to the Chiefs. I despise them. And I despise them now because they're crossing the state line to my state, Kansas. Ugh. But that's to say the least here. But also too, special teams. That was a big play for us special teams there. We did a great job there getting the punt block and recovering the ball for the touchdown there. So that really was helpful for us. I was really impressed with that. But of course, there you see Coach Pete Shilo talking to the local media here about this, and of course he's let Zach talk about what they needed to do in the trenches there, which was a big factor for us here today's game, as it was really important for us to win the battle down in the trenches, and that really, for the most part helped us out, especially in the running game there. I mean, man, we had some good, like I said, if we didn't have those two, and I think that's the only two penalties we had in the game, which were of what, 15 yards or so, like something like that. Or no, I take that back. We had a defensive penalty as well. But with those two offensive penalties we had, if we didn't, get those penalties, because there were big runs there for Dobson. I mean, imagine what we could have done, the drives that we could have kept going and really did some work there. As we take a look here, we get into the final week of the season here. So we're taking on the Chargers, and of course, taking on the Chargers. Last time we played against them, it was not a good showing there. They did a really good number on us. And I think this time we have to return the favor here for them. So right now we're first in points per game. They're 18th in points per game. They got 21.5. Passing wise, they throw about 250 yards or more in the game per game. A little slightly better than us in the passing game there. Of course, we got to stop their quarterback here, and of course, like I said last time around. We did not do fare so well there, as they got us 28-21. We were only able to score in the second half, and it was kind of late. Well, actually, both teams scored in the second half there, but they did a lot more scoring. Let's just put it that way. And once our guys were starting to score, it kind of it was too little, too late. And that's what caused a lot of problems for us, and that was one of the big issues there. Herbert, of course, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, at 261 yards. We had 280, completed 61% of our passes there, but we only had 1 touchdown, receiving touchdown, or at least passing touchdown there from Bo Nix. And now, like I said, that was an early start of the season. We're coming off that playoff run that we had for the year before. And things, we're still trying to adjust with the new coach, and of course, haven't implemented the new playbook there. So, if we could have implemented the new playbook that we're running right now, things I think would be a little more different. But there you see, Harvey had a rushing touchdown there. Dobson, of course, had 9 carries for 27 yards. We were not running the ball like we were supposed to be doing, like we're doing now. So that's what really hurt us the most. And of course, Sutton there, 5 catches, 60 yards, a touchdown there for him. McConkey had a decent day there. I was really surprised we were able to kind of control him. He had 2 catches for 23 and a touchdown there for him. But yeah, that's pretty much how that game went. And I'm hoping that this time around, for this second matchup here against them, it'll be about better. Now, they do have the tiebreaker against us because they did win the first matchup here. So we're looking to see if we can win this one here today, and of course get a victory over them and try to hold on to that top spot there in the AFC. And of course, you got teams like the Ravens who are really been starting picking up pace here and start winning some really good games. And of course, we're trying to make sure we don't let them take that number 1 spot there for the most part there. But when you have a tie against one of your divisional rivals, and of course, I didn't really see what the Raiders were, if they won or not. I think they might have lost that game, but yeah, we have to try to do a better job here in this week's matchup here. See, you got a couple players here, got some upgrades that we're going to go ahead and try to help with them get better on the field here, as we got a pretty good, a big game here against the Chargers. And of course, if you guys want to see us, speaking of the Chargers, we do have a career mode series that we have. PJ Shilo, Pete Shilo, this is the coach here in this series, but his son plays for the Chargers in his career mode series. They're here on the channel here on ESPN or ESGNet plus LP. And of course, you guys can check it out there. It's been a fun series there, playing the first season. Pretty crazy run that we had. And so we're gonna you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. It's been a lot of fun playing that series. I'm hoping to continue. I think I just recently just finished season 2. Video should be coming. I don't know I can't remember if it's already out already, or if it's gonna be coming out about the same time as this video comes out. But Season 2 should be wrapping up here really soon. Hopefully, or season 1, I should say, not season 2. Season 1 is going to be wrapping up here. And hopefully, season 2 we can get it to real quick here because I want to see what he can do on that team. And also, too, he's also going to be in my draft class right now. He's in the year 2 draft class of the Baltimore Ravens, I believe. I think I have him in that draft class there. So, yeah, you guys can see him in that draft class. If you guys download it, that draft class hasn't been released yet online here, but I'll let you guys know. I have a video about that on the Ravens franchise there on the main channel over on ESGNet. But I did create him in that particular draft class there. If you guys want to pick him up or at least try to draft him and see how he is. I made him pretty similar to what he was in college with a few things. I've changed some things here and there with him and whatnot. So he definitely is going to be on that one. I think he should be, ideally, a first round guy there, or maybe a late first round, but definitely a first rounder. But Oriole Hampton, there you see their halfback here for the Chargers, at least in this series here. 11 rushing touchdowns, 873 yards for him so far this season. Of course, no fumbles there. Rookie from North Carolina. We'll have to deal with him in the backfield there that he is going to have to be coming out of, as you see his numbers. And of course, they're going to be doing their best to protect him and get him the ball as much as they possibly can by running the ball very well, as they did to us. Pretty decent to us last time around. And of course, McConkey, of course, this will be the second time we've seen him now in this particular series, as he'll be looking to try to get something going, as he is a start dev, 89 overall. And there you see 92 speed, 94 acceleration, of course 94 accuracy. Catching traffic's going up, as well as his short, mid, and a deep route numbers there. And of course, there you see his second year here, 1,126 yards, 6 receiving touchdowns so far for him. And I think he's going to be a person that will be definitely keeping a close eye on here in this game here. Excuse me. About to sneeze there today. Darwin James Jr., 96 overall, strong safety. He's going to be obviously lurking around that secondary to make sure we do not throw in his way, or in his realm, I guess you could say. There you see 61 tackles, 1 TFL, no interceptions so far this season, but of course, there's a first time for everything. No sacks. He has 1 fumble, forced fumble. And of course, no defensive touchdowns here. So he's been kind of quiet, but this is definitely a game that we do not want to wake up this monster here. And of course, Khalil Mack in the backfield there. You know the history about me and Khalil Mack. He should have signed with us. When we had the Bears series, he should have signed with us. No, what did he do? He went to the Lions, and the Lions just imploded that year. They had a good team. They had all ball. Anyway, go watch the series, the very last season of that series, because Khalil Mack made a huge mistake, and then of course he did retire. I'm like, yeah, that's what you get. You could have got a ring with us. We had one of the best teams in the NFL. We just needed you to kind of help us with the edge rushing there. But we had some young guys that helped us out at the end. Did a great job there. But Khalil Mack, he just made some poor decisions there. But no, in this series here, he's still Khalil Mack. He's not as huge dominant figure that he was earlier in his career, but he's still dangerous nonetheless. Henley, the will linebacker there, 68 overall. There you see his numbers, and of course he will be lurking in that secondary as well, as he'll be trying to make some plays there as well against us defensively. 72 tackles, 6 TFLs, 20 sacks for him so far this season. No defensive touchdowns and no forced fumbles or fumble recoveries, but he has a couple of deflections there. And he is a guy that can get to the ball here. He does a great job with that. And of course, there you see some of the injuries as well. Nothing big for the, I guess Colson would be one of the big ones there, but other than that, not too many big names out here. So they're gonna, excuse me, we're gonna see quite a few players that we normally see out here on a regular, the regular starters will be out there and try and do their best to have a good game here. So the final week of the season is here. We are back home, thank goodness, as the fans get a chance now to see the Broncos play at home. At least for at least one more time, depending on how this final game goes. We'll either be playing on the road or we would be hosting the playoff again. A couple playoff games here. Hopefully, we'll be hosting. The playoffs will have to run through us on the AFC side of things, but you just never know. So we'll see here. Of course, Chargers will get the ball first here. Justin Herbert, there you see his numbers there: 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for him this season. We'll see what he can do here on this opening drive here. Ball on the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. And so see a handoff, and we're gonna get them in the backfield there. Nice stop as Nick Bedino and company makes a nice tackle, and that's gonna force them to now try to come up with something here on 2nd and 12. So 2nd and 12 coming up, as we'll see a pass, and that is gonna be completed, as that's gonna be a nice catch. As Chargers able to try to get themselves down the field here on this drive. As you see, Herbert here has to get rid of it, but he's have to throw it away as the defense is covering him very well there that time. Not such luck there, huh? You don't like being rushed there, do you? That's all right. As they'll be forced there to punt. So we'll get to our first drive here for us, as Chargers could not do nothing on their opening drive here. Ball on their own 26-yard line as Nix here hands off to Dobson, as Dobson tries to break the tackle, but he's going to get a gain of 2 on the play. As Troutman tried to do his best to make a block there for Dobson, but it's no such luck there. So we'll see what we can do here on this 2nd and 8. And of course, like I said, we've been modifying the playbook here a little bit. I've been trying to take out a couple of different play-action plays, as well as some direct snaps, or not direct snaps, kind of some RPOs and stuff like that. It really just doesn't work for us. But we'll see play action here. Pass there can be complete. Oh, nice block there. Look at this. As Travis, fumbles the football there, but thank goodness it goes out of bounds. And that's going to keep maintaining possession there as we're at the 49-yard line. So we get the first down with 9:40 left here in the first quarter. As Nix here drops back in the pocket, throws there. That's going to be completed as Sutton has it. And Sutton going right down the sideline there, as he's going to find himself at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos, as Broncos now in Charger territory. We'll see what Nix can do here as he pump fakes there, throws. That's going to be completed. That's going to be thrown, and that's going to be Sheffield with the first down there at the 11-yard line. Now, honestly, this footage here I've not seen here. I've only seen it once when I was editing. I didn't really get a chance to watch the game, but so I'm going to be some more surprised of you guys if we win this game or not. As you see, Nix here drops back here. Pass is going to be completed, and that's going to be there. That's going to be a nice catch there for a gain of 3. Yeah, when I was actually playing this game, I was actually doing some cleaning around my room, and I kind of I was sitting there thinking like, I don't want to see what's going on because I gotta kind of focus on what I'm doing. So what I did was I just turned off the monitor so I can just kind of focus on what I was trying to do, trying to get some dust bunnies and stuff out of underneath my desk and my bed. So seeing all this footage here is completely new to me. I have not seen this footage whatsoever. As we'll see a kick here, they're going to kick for 3, and that is going to be good. As Lutz puts this one up the middle there. Nice job for him. And they're going to put up 3 points there for us as we take a 3-point lead. Chargers get the ball back here on their own 27 after the kickoff. As Hampton there is going to be stopped in the backfield there. Nice stop there for the defense. We'll get to see what Herbert here does here as he drops back in the pocket, looks up here, throws this one. That one's going to be completed, and that's going to be a nice catch. As not sure who that is, number 13. But nonetheless, that's going to be a catch. That's going to be a reception there for the Chargers. And they're able to move the chains. Excuse me. Ball at the 49-yard line at midfield. Chargers now play action here from Herbert. Throws this one. That one's going to be completed. And that's going to be caught there by Johnson. Quentin Johnson gets the catch for the first. Now they're looking at us at our 41-yard line. Herbert here drops back, looking down, and he's going to throw this one under coverage. As that's going to be a nice reception for the first. As the tight end is able to get there on, gets the catch there, and they're going to hold on to it. We'll see now, handoff here. Hampton again runs this one out of the backfield there as he'll get a nice carry there to get it up there to move the chains at the 31. So new set of downs here for the Chargers as Herbert's under center. And play action here from Herbert. Throws this one. Nicely thrown. That's going to be another first down. Yes, that's going to be another first down here. As again, they're doing a great job here moving the chains. Nonetheless, as you'll see, that was Scott Matlock there. They got the catch. As you see, this one's going to be intercepted. Nice play there for the defense. As we run this one back to our own 19-yard line. Great interception from Hoffenheim. As he is going to get this one there. Nice play as he's able to read the quarterback's eyes. Of course, Herbert there, he had to get rid of it quickly. As that ball looks like it was intended there for Brendan Thompson. But that's going to be taken away there. Nice play as we get the new set of downs here on that turnover. So let's see if we can turn this turnover into some points. We get the ball there on our own 19-yard line here, 1st and 10. Broncos looking to try to go up by a touchdown here, or at least try to put a touchdown on the board here. Up by 3 right now. It's, Dobson here breaks off a tackle and looks like he is just like an incredible Hulk out there. Just tossing guys left and right, and he makes a nice run there, getting to himself to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 here after the run, as we'll probably go to the pass here. Probably at this point here. Man in motion, and we'll see a handoff, and that is Sutton as the defense read that one very well. Nice play. As that is going to be a stop there. As that's going to be a loss of about 2 or 3 on that play. Nix here throws a screen pass, and Dobson does a great job getting around that block. And he's going to get himself there to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 9 coming up. Got to get this one. We got to get this one near midfield if we can. Nix here drops back in the pocket, rifles this one there. That's going to go to Shetfield as he gets a great catch there across the 50 to the 47-yard line in Chargers territory. 1st and 10, Broncos. Beautiful day here in Denver as we're playing the final week of the season here. Oh, Dobson, another nice run there that time, as he gets himself to the 28-yard line of the Chargers. But a beautiful final week of the season, week 18, getting going here. And of course, we're trying to win this one here so we can get that playoff, the top spot here. But of course, we got to hope and pray that the Raiders, are going to be still. We're hoping the Raiders will lose. If we can see the Raiders lose in today's game, and because I believe they lost the previous when we were playing against the Chiefs that week 17. If we can, no, get the ball, and thank God we recovered it. Thank goodness Dobson is able to recover it. I was going to say, oh my God, that would be horrible timing here. It's almost like Nix dropping the ball back in a couple weeks ago there, as we'll see a run here, and that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos, let's ride. But if we can see the Raiders lose again, that would definitely really solidify that top spot here in the AFC. But of course, if they win, they still hold that if they win, and of course we win or we lose, that would definitely keep us out of being number 1 in the AFC, and it'll probably drop us down, I think, to like 3rd or 4th. So we really need to hope we obviously need to do what we need to do is win. But at the same time, hopefully not do too much scoreboard watching, but hopefully the Raiders will pick up a loss. As we'll see the end of the quarter here, it's now 10 0-0 here as we go to the second quarter of this ball game. And so far, this game is looking pretty solid for us here as we're looking to see if we can get a decent win out of this. And like I said, if we can get a good win, you know, go up by a possession or two and hope and pray that the Raiders there in Las Vegas gets a loss, then we can definitely hold on to that #1 spot. If not, obviously we want the #1 spot because that would hold us, that would keep us having the home field advantage here when it comes to the playoffs. But you know, not to mention we got to worry about the Ravens as well, as the Ravens are starting to get some big wins here as of late here in the last couple of weeks too. So we got to hope and pray that they get a loss here as well, as they're lurking for that #1 spot here in the AFC side of the playoff picture. As was this great stop there at the 46. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Chargers as they're down by 10. We'll see with pass there is going to be completed, and it's going to be caught as Herbert is able to find Johnson on the catch, and that's going to be a 1st down here. And it's Quentin Johnson indicating that there, right there on that play. Ball now on our 36-yard line here, 1st and 10 here for the Chargers. Play action throw. That ball is going to be at the legs of McConkey. That's going to be an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up here, ball at 36. McConkey in motion. Herbert here drops back, fires this one there, and that's going to be a great catch there for Quentin Johnson as he's able to hold on to it as he gets hit head-to-head there. So a big gain there for the Chargers as they'll move now to the 15-yard line. It was a gain of like 15 or 16 in there on that play. As Hampton here getting stopped in the backfield there, as he'll get a gain only 2 on that play. As Surtain looks like he is hurt. Oh, that is not good. We need Surtain right now. We need him, keep him healthy as long as we can here. We got to put him in a bubble there. 2nd and 8 coming up here, ball the 13. As Herbert here drops back here, throws us up the middle, and that's going to be intercepted. As now we got a chance now to do something with the football here. Great play there for the defense. As Alex Singleton, that's what I thought that was, is able to get this interception. As did a great job there watching the quarterback's eyes, making a great play right there on time up the middle. As they were trying to get that one there, I believe number 83. I'm not sure who number 83 is. I'm trying to look at my sheet here. I don't see it. But nonetheless, it's going to be an interception. Nice job there from the Broncos defense. Let's see if we can do something here this time around. Ball on their own 12. We'll see a handoff as Dobson here runs this. Breaks off a tackle. Looking for that 1st down marker there at the 22. And they're going to say he is just short of it. They're indicating the 22-yard line, but they're going to say he's about just a half a foot short. So 2nd inch is coming up here as we'll see a man in motion. As we'll see a snap here. Run up the middle there. Nice run as Dobson's going to get to the 30. Nice run there. A great job getting the 1st down on that. Great blocking there, really, from the offensive line there. Really opened that gap up there for him. Doing an excellent job. So a quick screen pass there to Sutton as he'll get to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 on that play. We'll see now 2nd and 4, and again going back to the ground game here with Dobson, who's just really been really destroying rushing defenses here this season. He's just been doing an excellent job of moving the football the way we need him to. And he now see R.J. Harvey doing the same thing as he runs that one up the middle there. So now 2nd inches now here at midfield. All playing it right there at the 50-yard line. Hand off, and again, Dobson running this one there as he's just going to keep scooting along and get a new set of downs there. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. Broncos doing a great job here, utilizing the clock as well as just mixing it up some. As, number 52, that is Khalil Mack. He says he's had enough. As the Mack attack put a good hit there on Dobson. And that's going to be a loss of 4 on that play. Okay, so maybe we have to change it up a little bit there. 2nd and 14 coming up. Ball on the 48. Pass there, going to be completed. Nice catch there from Ingram, as he's able to move the chains and put himself there at the 33-yard line in Charger territory. As we see Dobson runs this one here, breaking off a tackle, and finally gets wrapped up at the 28 as he gets a gain of about 6 on that play. We'll jump now to a 3rd and 4. As we try to run the ball beforehand, but just got back to the line of scrimmage. See a pass play there. That's going to go to Sheffield. He finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. As he gives the iconic Mile High salute as he finds his way into the end zone. Nice catch as he is going to get himself on the end board. 11 plays, 89 yards, taking him almost about 5 minutes on that drive there. Great job there. Great pacing there from the offense of the Broncos. 4:30 left here in the second half, or in the first half. 32 ball at the 32-yard line, as we'll see a carry there from the Hampton, as he'll get about 2 on that play. You'll see now. You see a quarterback here. He's going to get brought down there. Nice play there for the defense. Nice job there of getting there to Herbert. And we'll see the replay here as Elias Ellis is able to track him down. Look at this. Nick Benito right there on him. As good job there of not really giving him time at all here. And that's what I want to see more of here in this game. I see a 3rd 19 coming up here for Herbert. Ball on their own 23-yard line. Draw back here from Herbert. Herbert here looks up, rifles this one up, and it's going to come down, but not in the possession of the receiver. As that's going to be an incomplete pass. And no. Nick Benito is down. Hopefully he is not out. As we'll get the ball back at their own 43-yard line after the punt. Handoff there to Dobson. Dobson doing a great job there, fighting there. As he'll get quickly stopped. That'll be a no gain there on that play. As we're at our own 43-yard line here, 2nd and 10. Pass there, a little pass off to the side there, a little screen pass there to Dobson as he's making his way up the field here, doing a great job here, both in the running and the passing game here from him today. That is so awesome to see. You see a handoff here, and again, he did not get the first down there. They're gonna cut him short there. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Chargers. Now the Broncos have to make a decision here. Do they punt, or do they go for it? They're gonna go ahead and punt. They're gonna do the smart thing and play the field position. So ball now on the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. Herbert here throws this one off to Hampton. Hampton, oh, look at that. Spin tackles, or gets a good block there. Spins off the potential tackle and then gets up the field there. Gain of about 7. Ball now the 29-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Under 2 minutes left here for the Chargers. And it's going to be intercepted again. Nice job there. That is Alex Singleton again, who does a great job there of watching the quarterback there, the will linebacker, doing his thing here. I am really happy to see that happening right now. Look at that play. Like, look at him watching the quarterback there, seeing like, oh, okay, it's gonna be Johnson again here. I'll just pick it off and go back the other direction, and that's what he does there on that play. As now he's got us a good solid field here now. 28. Well, now on the 28-yard line of the Chargers here. We can try to put up another 6 points on the board here if we can, and go up by a good lead here before the half. Let's see that ball here handed off, and the defense read that one very well. It's all because of Khalil Mack, and he's a great athletic ability there. It makes a good stop as they wrap him up in the backfield there. Loss of 4 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 14 coming up on the Chargers' 31-yard line. 2nd and 14. Pass there being completed. Caught, and it's going to be catch there by Mims as he's going to be stopped at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, and a timeout now being called by the Broncos. Broncos want to take a second look at this setup here as they're trying to go up. If we can get a touchdown here, we'll be up by 24 going into half. Let's see if we can do that. As we'll see here, 1st 10, ball on the 18. Drop back here, toss, thrown, and it's going to be incomplete. And that was not such luck there for Mims as he comes up empty on that play. See now what we can do here. Ball on the 18-yard line here. 3rd and 10. Pass there by, Nix. No, that's going to be intercepted. Nice play there for the defense of the Chargers. As we'll see, Henley, who I told you earlier, somebody we need to look out to when it comes to the secondary here, especially in the red zone, as he is a ball hawk there, and he does a great job putting his hands up there, seeing that the tight end was going to be the target. He does a great job there as they now see a turnover here. 3 turnovers so far for the Chargers. That's going to be our first one of the day. As they'll get the ball back here on their own 18-yard line. So come on, defense, get the ball back here. Under a minute left. Herbert there throws that one. That's going to be incomplete. Looking at a 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball on the 18. Play action. Herbert here running, and he'll throw this one there on the back hill of his feet. And he'll get this one to his 47-yard line. They'll call timeout. That'll be the Chargers' first timeout now in today's ball game in the first half. We'll see a 1st and 10 coming up here. Ball to 47. Pass there completed, and that is going to be, of course, a toss there as they'll burn their 2nd timeout. 1 timeout remaining here for the Chargers. Denver has 2 remaining. 2nd and 4 coming up here. Ball their own 47. Herbert here quickly throws that one there, but that's not going to be enough there. It's going to be just stopped short there of the 1st down. Yeah, it's Quentin Johnson there, just could not get that ball to the 1st down marker. We'll see Herbert's here. I don't know why I keep saying I want to see Hampton for him. But Herbert gets brought down there. Nice stop at the 50-yard line. That's going to push him back now. 4th and 7 coming up here. And, of course, that is going to go ahead and go into overtime, or to halftime here, not overtime. We do not want to see overtime. Let's just put it that way. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I just been having issues with my allergies as of late here. And that's been a huge issue. I've been trying to take Benadryl and stuff like that, but it seems like it's not working right now. So I had to find out, see what else I could take. But nonetheless, so we go into halftime here. We'll see that Sharon Sanders there wins that one there for the Browns. 24-17 against who dat? The Bengals of Cincinnati. Lions 9-7. Bears 7-9 as they are at Soldier Field, and they're taking on the Bears. As we'll see here, Jared Goff gets a victory there against Caleb Williams as they win this one 24-17. Nice job there from I forgot who that wide receiver is, but great foot there. Give him I'll give him about an 8.5. And the Jets are 8-8, and the Bills 9-7. As we'll see, pass there from Jared Allen. He rips this one down the field. Look at that. Look at that play right there. Great job there. They're going to win this one 27-24 against Justin Fields and the Jets. Jets. Jets go down. As we take a look at your AFC playoff picture, there you see we're still number 1 seed. Or at least we're still first round. Got a chance for a first round bye, I guess you should say. But we're still in the hunt there. We're still doing very well here. And of course, we got to, so far right now, this first half has been pretty good here. Now we just got to kind of ramp it up here. Run the ball a little bit more here. Do a lot more better job of, obviously passing. Making better passing decisions there. But I think for the most part here, I'm not saying it's a walk in the park here in the second half, but we could do a lot more better and have a better outcome of this one here and get a nice solid victory to end the season with a victory. Let's see if we can do that. As we'll see here, 1st and 10. As we'll see, oh, geez, a hit there. As, oh, you know what? I just now realized we do not have a tie with the Raiders. We're thinking about the other series now. Because I'm thinking, I'm looking at the record down below. I'm like, wait a minute, there's no tie. I forgot that is in the Chargers series with the career mode with PJ Shilo. I apologize there. I've been saying that all. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't. Look, I'm looking at the box, the numbers here, 12-4, and then you see they're 10-7. I'm like, wait a minute. We should have a tie, but I forgot. We don't. That's in the Chargers career mode series with PJ. So I apologize for that. I'm pretty sure y'all made a lot of comments there says something in the comment section there. But yeah, I just now caught that. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. As we'll see a handoff here, and we'll run this. Regardless, I mean, we still need to get a victory here. We trying to hold on to this #1 spot in the AFC here. As you know, like I said, the season started off very, very shaky, and then since really week 4 or 5, we really turned things around here, and let's just try to see if we can keep it going. As we'll see a 2nd 8 coming up here, drop back here, oh, it's going to be intercepted, but there's a flag on the play here. We'll see if we can hold on to it. As you see, a pass interference call there by Greenlaw. And they'll hold on to the football there. Actually get some yards there after the penalty. So now 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Here on our 30, I should say. And we'll see the quarterback going down there as Herbert going to be brought down. Nice job there from Franklin Myers and the rest of the defense as they get to Herbert there. Nice job getting to him, making him be aware of that we're not playing around at all here today. 10 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 16, all on the 36-yard line. 17-0 here, lead for the Broncos. As we see a pass there, going to be completed. And that's going to be caught there by Keenan Allen. He'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They're looking at a 3rd and 3 coming up here. They'll see if they can convert. I see a pass there completed. Oh, nice job there for the halfback as he spins off that tackle. And he's going to find himself with a nice catch there at the 7-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Chargers. As the Chargers offense, of course, getting a little help there from us defensively, given that pass interference there. As we'll see a roll up there as we get a great job there getting to their halfback or to their tight end there, making a nice stop, and great job there of stopping him from getting in the end zone. We'll see a 2nd and goal coming up here, ball the 9-yard line, as we'll see one of our guys have to take a knee. We'll see what we can do here on this 2nd and goal here. Come on, guys, make a good goal line stop. Hampton here runs this one here, and he finally going to be brought down. I thought he was going to break off on that. But we're able to make a quick stop. Ball then out the 4-yard line here, 3rd and goal coming up. Chargers looking for their first score here of the day. As you see a pass, not going to be thrown as the defense gets there on time and brings him down. Great job there from Tillman as he brings a sack there to Herbert as he's going to be brought down at the 12-yard line. So you have 4th and goal for them, and they're going to kick a field goal here, trying to put up 3 points on the board. Let's see if they can do that. As the field goal kick is up, and it is good as they finally get their first points of the ball game here today as they're down by 14. As we'll take a look here and see what our offense can do here. This will be their first offensive drive now here in the 2nd half. 7:41 left here in the 3rd quarter. Ball on the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. As we see a play action here from Nix, and he'll quickly throw that one there. That's going to be completed by Mims. Mims breaks off a tackle before he is finally brought down at the 43. Nice catch there for him as he just, all he needed was just a good stiff arm, and I think he would have been in the end zone after that. As we'll see now, crossing the 50-yard line here in Charger territory. Play action, roll out here for Nix as he throws this one there. I'm not sure who he was trying to throw there to, but it's going to be incomplete. So now looking at a 3rd and 10. Ball still at the 43. Open backfield. Nix here stepping up in the pocket. Throws there. Going to be completed there by Shetfield. Shetfield going to run this one here. Shetfield going to get himself all the way down to the 3-yard line. As Knicks now over 261 yards, or over 260 yards here for the day. As you see, oh guys, this is not the time. This is not the time to be getting a penalty there. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, putting us at the 8-yard line here on a false start. Pass there can be incomplete, and it's going to be caught there by Ingram. As that's going to put us at the 3. So we're back at our original line of scrimmage here. 2nd and goal coming up. I don't know what's going on with the discipline here, but oh, Knicks, you got to get rid of the football there. Knicks cannot. They're going to pick it up. Oh, no, and don't let the big man take that back here. As Knicks is going to drop it. I don't know what Knicks was doing. It's like you see that pocket crumbling around you. Just get rid, scramble out. Get rid of the football. Throw it away. But he just stood there and then got it stripped from him. And now our offensive line had to go chase it down. They do so at their own 36. As we'll see a stop there. So we were going to come up short on that drive there with no points. 3rd and 8 coming up here, ball at the 38-yard line. Pass there going to be complete as we'll see Keenan Allen gets the catch and no gain. Actually gets a few yards there, but not enough to get the first down. Ball down 20-yard line here. Knicks, you got to get rid of it. Come on. What is going on? Why is a freaking gap wide open there like that in the passing game? That's a loss of 6 on that play there. Offensive line, what is going on? As Griffin makes a good tackle there in the backfield. Now the ball on the 14-yard line here. Do I have to jump in this damn game here? As Knicks here drops back in the pocket, throws. That's going to go up the middle, but incomplete there. And Sutton could not hold on to it. 3rd and 16 now here. Pass going to be completed. Caught, and they're going to say it's a first down there. As Mims just gets enough. I guess they give him that forward progress there. As he gets to the 30-yard line for the first down. 1st and 10 after the great catch there from Mims. Let's see what he can do. Here's Knicks here. Throws in the backfield there. Finds Dobson. Dobson does not go down as he is going to lose a yard after all of that. As JK trying to do his best to get up the field. 2nd and 11 coming up. Pass there going to be completed. And oh my goodness, almost got blown, or did get blown up there. Mims did. Incomplete pass now at the 29, incomplete pass. Ball still at the 29. Pass going to be completed, and it's going to be at the 39-yard line, but it's going to be a yard short. It's Steele does a great job there of getting the stop. 2:30 left here. We'll see, of course, Chargers have the football here after the punt. As they're near their own 25 or 20-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming up. As you'll see, Keenan Allen here runs this one on this reverse. And we'll get him stopped in the backfield there. For a loss there. 3rd and 1 coming up. Ball in 28 with 1:33 left here in the 3rd quarter. Pass going to be completed there by one of their fullbacks. The fullback there, Scott Matlock there, gets the catch, and he's going to get that one to the 48-yard line. We'll see. Looks like Hampton will have to sit down for a bit as he's grabbing his wrist there. 1st and 10. Ball to 48. Play action. Thrown there. Screen pass there. Going to be completed. And we'll see a run as the back of Vida will come in there to make the catch there on the run. Ball on the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Chargers. Chargers trying to now and starting to look on our side of the field here. Keenan Allen gets another great catch there. And the veteran gets it to the 29 for another 1st and 10. 25 seconds left here as the Chargers are in Bronco territory here down at the 29. Hampton here runs this one on the outside there, and we are finally bringing him down. As we'll get him in there, and he's only going to get a yard on that play. And that'll be it for the 3rd quarter. Third quarter done. Final quarter coming up here. It's 17-3. Chargers trying to come back here, and it looks like they're going to make a comeback as the Broncos really need to step it up here and get another possession or two. 2nd and 9 coming up here. They start off the 4th quarter with the ball. Ball to 28, pass up the middle. That's going to be caught by McConkey, as he'll get there for a few. 3rd and 1. They're going to put all the big boys on the line here, so they're looking for a run. And so see a handoff here, and they're going to get this QB sneak there from Herbert as he gets himself to the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 there for the Chargers, as they're able to move the chains. Ball now at the 18-yard line. As you see, Herbert here runs around, scrambling around, trying to get find somebody there, but he has to throw the football away there on that one, as they'll see here. It'll be a 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball the 18-yard line. As you'll see, a drop back here from Herbert. Quick pass there to Keenan Allen, as the veteran gets another good catch there. And of course, trying to help move the chains at the 10-yard line. Sell 3rd and 2. See Hampton here runs this one here, and Hampton gets the 1st down as he'll get to the 5, and that'll be a new set of downs here for the Chargers. As the Chargers trying to keep going here on this drive here. They need this drive to at least get themselves back here. They'll be down by 7, and we'll see a run here, and they'll be short of the first of the end zone as they'll be at the 1-yard line. Nice stop there from Greenlaw and a couple other Broncos here. They got to make a good goal line stop here. 2nd and goal coming up. Ball on the 1-yard line. Pass there going to be thrown, and it's going to be completed in the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. As the Chargers wide receiver McConkey finds his way into the end zone. And now this makes the game a little more interesting now here. 17, soon to be 17-10. Of course, extra point pending. As they had to do a better job of goal line stance than that. 13 plays, 79 yards, taking about 5 minutes off the clock here. If we can do the same thing here on this drive and score, the game is pretty much ours. 16 carries for 72 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. As we'll see the ball there on our own 26-yard line. 9:20 left. 1st and 10, handoff here as Dobson is going to be stopped there quickly, as he will get nothing on that, or he'll actually lose a yard on that carry. Ball on the 25-yard line. 2nd and 11 coming up. You see a drop back here, pass up the middle there to Shetfield. He gets the catch, and he's going to be stopped at the 33. That is a gain of about 7. And so we'll see a 3rd down here. Of course, there's going to be 5 wide. Pass up the middle, and that was to Dobson for the 1st, but cannot get it as Henley's right there. He's already made a great play already earlier. As we'll see, of course, they'll forces the punt. It's Herbert now here on 1st and 10, ball on their own 26, and cannot complete the pass as Tillman makes a good hit there on the receiver. Nice job there from the defensive player. Down by 7. 2nd and 10 coming up as Herbert. Oh, good hit there on Keenan Allen, but cannot get him to drop that football. But I'm pretty sure the veteran's probably thinking like, yeah, I'm going to go and sit on the sideline for a bit. 3rd and 3 coming up here, ball at 34. Herbert here drops back here, throws. That's going to be completed. And we're going to see a catch there. That's for Quentin Johnson again as he gets a 1st and 10. Again, moving the chains here very well here on this, really in this second half here for the Chargers. We got to make we got to make another stop here, guys. Pass there. Oh, going to be, oh, jeez. I don't see how he completed that throw. I was going to say, if he completes that throw, that pass is going to be off a little bit there, but Herbert's hurting there as he gets hit good there. He gets the pass off, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here, ball their own 43. Hampton runs this one here as he's going to get tripped up at the 50, and so he'll be 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. As we'll see a 3rd and 3 coming up here from Herbert. Pass up the middle there. That's going to be intercepted right there. That could be the nail in the coffin here as Burron gets the catch, and he's going to get an interception there. Nice job there from the Broncos defense there. And now we just got to try to be more, got to be more selective. Got to, we just got to hold on to the football here and just really just try to milk this drive here and get down the field here. Field goal would definitely help us out here. It would put the Chargers in a little bit of trouble. But we'll see a pass there going to be caught there by Dobson, as he'll get about a gain of 9 on that catch. Ball on the 40-yard line. They're on their own 40 here. Broncos here to move the ball again down on the ground. He gets the first down. That's good. So a new set of downs here, new opportunities now for us to get down the field here, as there's a little less than 5.5 left here in this final quarter. As you see, another run here from Dobson. As again, just got to move, just try to move up the field as quickly as he can, but trying to get some good gains. 3rd and 7. It's damn it, Nix, get rid of the damn ball. It's Tart's right there on the play. Now this is going to be very interesting how this defense is going to play here now, as they have a 7-point lead here against these Chargers. This Chargers last drive was doing a good job here, with the exception of that turnover. They probably would have been able to score as they did in the previous drive they had. The Broncos defense really needs to buckle down and just really be laser focused here on this this drive here. Almost 3.5 left here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 22-yard line. 2nd and 8. Pass there going to be completed and caught as McConkey gets the catch there at the 29. 3rd and 2 coming up. Again, we cannot get them in field goal. Well, I mean, field goal range is not really going to do too much for them, but we just got to stop them. Got to figure out a way to stop them. And I'm really telling you, those penalty yards really kind of ignited them on offense there for the Chargers. The defensive blunders that we had there with penalties. 1st and 10 here after we get them to go 3 and out. And a run here. Oh, look at this. Nice run. This is what I'm talking about. Dobson making a nice run here and getting those Chargers to use those timeouts. First timeout now used here in the second half. Chargers have 2 remaining. Got to keep this ball moving here. See a quick pass there. That's going to be completed by Ingram. And so stay in bounds there at the 38-yard line. Again, the Chargers will have to take a timeout. 2-minute warnings coming up here very soon. There's about 2.5, a little over 2.5 left here. So I'd imagine they'll try to get them to use it. I don't know if the Chargers are going to do so, but so far they have. And we'll see Nix now has the football here. And oh, God, Nix, please hold on to the football. Whatever you do, hold on to the football, man, as he stays in bounds. He gets all the way down to the 14-yard line. So a nice run there from Nix. But again, he makes me nervous. Ever since that game that we've seen him there against, early on there against, the Jets. It's just like, don't do that. If you're going to run, make sure you run just enough to get the first and then, go from there. As we'll see a timeout or a 2-minute warning now coming up here, as the Chargers have no timeouts remaining, so we can pretty much do whatever we want now with the clock. 2nd and 8 coming up here. We're going to run the ball here again, keep it up the middle as we run it there very nicely as we get that one to the 10-yard line. 3rd and 6 coming up here, really now chewing on the clock here as he's calling for the ball here. And oh, come on. Come on. You just get rid of the ball as Perryman's right there, makes the tackle. It's going to be a 4th and 12 coming up here. Let's go ahead and get the special team unit out there, see if they kick a field goal here and make it a little more tougher here, make it a 10-point ball game, which, like I said, it'll make it pretty tough for the Chargers to get down the field here. They would have to get down the field here quickly, score, and then get the onside kick and try to score again. As we'll see there, that's a great kick there, and that's going to put us up now by 10. As there's 30 seconds left here, Herbert here has the football here. Herbert throws this one away as he feels the pocket presence right there. As he gets thrown down there right as he throws by Allen. As we'll see here, 2nd and 10 coming up. As So see, ball on the 30-yard line, pass there, thrown, and it's going to be incomplete as Herbert just had to get rid of it there. He couldn't do too much with it. 20 seconds left here, 3rd and 10. Herbert Jen drops back in the pocket at his own 30. Passes there. He's got to, again, throw it away as he just cannot find nobody there. And there you see Surtain just doing a great job there and making some good coverage there on that. Notice there on the top end of the top of the screen there. Ball at the 30-yard line here, 4th and 10. Pass there is going to be completed. Enough there for the first down. There's 11 seconds left here. Trying to get everybody on the line here. They have to try to, or no, they do not. Actually, no, incomplete there. Now we go ahead and run out the clock, and that is going to be your ball game. I thought the ball was actually completed, but no, it was not for the Chargers. So we get the ball back, kneel, and take the victory. 20-10 is your final score here. Like I said, this is all this footage here. This particular game was all new to me because I did not watch it at all until I edited it here. And even then, I wasn't really paying too much about it here. But there you see, great win there for us as we pull off a great victory here. And now the question is, do we hold on to that top spot in the AFC, and do we get a host the AFC playoffs at home here coming up in the next video? Of course, next episode will be a one game. I mentioned this before at the beginning of the series, but when we get to playoffs, we'll do one game episodes until we get eliminated. So, and of course, those will be simple. With the exception if we have to play the Chiefs, then that's a whole different story. I'm just saying, I'm being real, But nonetheless, we'll see how things play out here as we will get a nice victory here at home in front of the home crowd here. Very nice. And now we'll see here before this video wraps up. Hopefully, we hold on to that top spot, and hopefully, if we do, we get a first round bye, and we get to host the playoffs. We get to host the playoff game here, and be able to have control of the playoffs, and really make a lot of teams very worried about coming into Denver, going into the playoffs here and try to get to the Super Bowl. But that's another video here. We'll talk about more about that here as you take a look at your final numbers there. Like I said, penalties did hurt us quite a bit there. We had 2 penalties of 16 yards there. Just oh guys, come on, we've been more disciplined than this. 22 of 34, 328 for Nix, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Herbert 28 of 44, 288. Completed 63% of his passes. He had 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions there on him. So we did a great job there defensively. Really changing the schemes at times for him and making him uncomfortable in the pocket, which was very helpful. 22 carries, 22 carries, 97 yards, 1 rush touchdown, 1 fumble. Of course, that was not we did keep possession of it because he was able to recover it himself. Hampton, 16 of 44 on the ground there for the Chargers. There you see Nix, 2 for 22. He had a fumble, but he also, he did not recover his. This was lost. Johnson, 8 catches for 80 yards. Keenan Allen, 6 catches, 103. Sheffield, nice day for him, 7 catches, 108, a touchdown for him. McConkey, 4 catches for 33, a touchdown for him. Sutton, 4 catches, 60 yards for him. Mims, 4 catches for 68. Like I said, Mims and Sutton, we really got to get 2 more often in the playoffs here. We got to get some more catches out of them and get them down the field. But it's tough. It's tough. But you see the defensive numbers there for the Chargers. Chris, you guys pause the video, check those out there. I'm not getting into those there for the most part there. Perryman had a couple of good hits on us. So did Khalil Mack. He had a nice sack. Henley had that nice interception there. We were really trying to get down the field there, and he just picked that, just running the red zone man, that's always tough, but it's part of the game. And then of course there you see no touchdowns, defensive touchdowns there for them. So not bad at all. Halfway, there you see 12 tackles there, 1 interception for him. Nice day there for him. Brown, 9 tackles, 1 interception. Patrick 8 catches, 1 TFL from him. Jones, 8 tackles as well, 1 TFL from him. Singleton had a great day, 7 tackles, 2 interceptions. Nice job there, keeping his eyes focused on the QB and seeing what he's doing there in the game. Nick Benino, 5 TFLs, or excuse me, 5 tackles, 2 TFLs there for him, as he is starting to heat up right at the right time. And then, of course, there you see some of the other defensive players as well. Franklin Myers had the most TFLs, which we need to see a lot more from everybody there. But Nick Benino had 2, like I said, mentioned before. Tillman, Franklin Myers, and Ellis had a sack. There you see the receptions, and there you see the pass deflections as well. But our defense, yeah, we did a great job there. It just seemed like third quarter just was a really tough quarter for us to really get things going, and just to be able to just get some pacing down and just try to get guys. Just trying to get guys going. just put it that way. Just try to get some momentum going for ourselves, and just try to get receivers going. It was a tough quarter, and we were doing our best, and at the end of the day, we just did a great job of could have did a lot more better, but we, especially that last drive there, we did a great job there. I was hoping that we were going to be able to score a touchdown, but hey, field goal, that would put them, like I said, put the Chargers in a situation there where they would have to go down the field quickly, score, and then try to get the onside kick and get the ball back. But we did a good job there. Defense did an excellent job and making some good stops for the most part here. As you see here, got some guys, actually got a couple players here, got not just 1 skill point, but got 2 skill points, got multiple skill points. So Nick's is one of them here. He's going to upgrade his scrambling ability there. Ben Powers going to get a nice upgrade as well. We'll see what he's going to upgrade here. He's a 78 overall. I would imagine probably agility there. So he'll work on that. So there you see his numbers, got +3 of pass blocking, +1 of run blocking there. So it's always nice to see that with those numbers there, especially getting more than 1 point there in his overall. But Nick Benino, oh no. Nick Benino is going to be out for the remainder of the season. A fractured kneecap. He is done. As we take a look at the standings, Ravens take first place there in their division. Steelers, Bengals, and Browns. There you see the Jaguars in first place, 10-7 there in the AFC South. Titans, Colts, and Texans are in the rest of the division there. My Colts are there in third place with 7-10. Ooh, rough year. As for the AFC East, you got the Patriots, 12-5. Bills 10-7, Dolphins 9-8, and Jets 8-9. Patriots has been on a 4-game winning streak as of late here, looking pretty good. They're almost looking like their counterparts in real life. How they were on that run there towards the end, of course, got themselves all the way down to the Super Bowl. Actually, was able to eliminate the Broncos. Bills. That was the Bills that they defeated there in the AFC Championship game this past year. Packers, Lions, Vikings, and Bears. Packers in the season 14-3 on a 3-game winning streak there. Bears really trying to bounce back from the season before, but not so much there. And of course, Falcons right now 9-8 in the season, 9-8 as winners there in the AFC South. Buccaneers 9-8. Panthers 7-10, and Saints also 7-10 there. So really just two teams there battling there in the NFC South. NFC East, you got the Eagles 12-5, trying to get back to their glory days of winning the Super Bowl a couple years back. Giants 9-8, Commanders 8-9, and those Cowboys, they'll be getting the third round, or they're going to get the third overall pick as they are currently 4-13. So yeah, tough time there. And then of course, the NFC West, you got the Cardinals 11-6, 49ers 9-8, Rams 9-8, and of course Seahawks 6-11. Not like the Seahawks like in real life, who of course won the Super Bowl in IRL this year. Doing a great job. And of course, we'll take a look here at our standings here. 13-4 on a 10-game winning streak. Man, we are hot right now. We got to stay hot. Chargers 10-7, Chiefs 8-9, and of course the Raiders, they're at 6-11. Again, I do apologize. I kept thinking that we had a tie. There was a tie hub on us with them, and that was not the case. That was in my Chargers career mode series with PJ Shilo. Definitely go check it out there on this channel here on the ESGNet Plus LP. But take a look here, standings right now. The playoff bracket right now is now finally, well, this is finalized here, as we are the number 1 seed in the AFC. Green Bay is the number 1 seed in the NFC. You got the Patriots number 2 seed, Ravens number 3 seed, 4 seed is the Jacksonville Jaguars, number 5 seed is Buffalo, number 6 seed is Pittsburgh, and of course the 7th seed, there you see the Chargers right there. So we could be seeing the Chargers next round. On the other side of things, Green Bay for number 1 seed, number 2 seed Eagles, number 3 seed Cardinals, number 4 seed Falcons, number 5 seed Lions, number 6 seed is the Giants, and the number 7 seed is San Francisco. And they got some pretty good matchups there, especially the Lions, who right now got themselves into the playoffs, and of course the Eagles would love to try to get back and be in the successful team they were a couple years back. Jalen Hurts them got to play some good football, but of course they got a tough offense there with the 49ers ahead here coming up. So we get a week off. That gives us time to heal. Of course, we won't have some of our people like Nick Benito. He's out for the season for the fractured kneecap. So we'll definitely have to really step up here and see what we can do as a team and rally around him and the rest, or each other, as we go into the playoffs here. So like I said, we'll see who we play. I will keep that as a mystery for you guys as we head into the next episode. So episode 10, we start off the playoffs. We'll see who we're playing. Is it going to be the Patriots, or will it be Green Bay? Or will it be the Patriots, or who will be the Chargers there? Will we get a repeat of the Chargers? I hope not. But at the same time, too, the Patriots are a dangerous team as well. So we'll see how things all play out coming up next in the next video. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you have to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. And, of course, follow us on social media down below. And, of course, we do live stream over on Twitch on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Central there on Twitch. Just go to twitch.tv/ESGNet, and you can find us there live streaming. Always a good time there, having fun. Of course, we do have some random live streams at time to time on there as well. And of course, I've been live streaming here on this channel as well as our main channel here on YouTube as well from time to time. So I always notify when I'm going to be doing that on Twitter, so you guys can find us on Twitter. The link's down there below on Twitter when I announce those random live streams. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, Bronco Country, let's ride. I'll see you guys next time.